Chapter 2. We left Denver in the middle of the night with some clothes and some family pictures, toothbrushes, combs, in all plastic bags since our suitcases were monogrammed. The morning before we left, two Jehovah's Witnesses rang our bell. Mama answered the door, but unlike the other times Jehovah's Witnesses came to our house, she didn't say no thank you and close it again. She bought a watchtower and a wake and a small brown book called Reasonings the Scriptures. But you don't have a religious bone in your body, my sister said to her. What do I have? Mama asked. Then she shook her head, brushed the hair back from Cameron's forehead, and tried not to smile. You know, I didn't mean that. But she packed the literature into her bag. This morning, I tried to remember my grandmother's face. I tried to remember the evening she came by to say she couldn't come with us, that Denver was the place she'd always known, and she couldn't see herself at 75 going to start a new life somewhere. Look at these hands, she said, holding out her hands to show us the way the veins pushed up against her dark skin. These hands belong to an old lady. At night, my teeth go in a glass, and the arthritis feels like it wants to get the best of me. Denver's the only place I've ever lived, and I never planned on not dying here. Mama's eyes started tearing, but Grandma put a finger to her lips. Hush now, Grandma said. Don't start that. You'll see me again, she said. You will. The afternoon before the men came, we kissed my grandmother goodbye as she sat rocking slowly in her blue chair. I've never seen my grandmother cry, but that day her chin quivered just the tiniest bit before she sniffled and said, This isn't how I want you all to remember me. I stood a little bit away from all of them, Mama, Daddy, and Cameron, remembering how Grandma used to say, this rocker will belong to you one day, Toswiah. I watched everyone doing what they could not to cry, thinking that day's never going to come. Even then, though, it wasn't 100% real to me. As I stood there in the middle of my grandmother's living room with the Denver sun coming in through the thin yellow curtains, I thought, this is all just a game, a stupid game. Tomorrow, Daddy will say, I changed my mind. This is all too much to leave behind. But what I know now is this. Look at your grandmother's face. Remember the lines. Touch her cheekbones. Hold the memory of her in your fingers, in your eyes, in your mind. It may be all you get to keep. Left behind is that rocker and one Toswiah Green, standing with her arms folded on a tree-lined street in Colorado. And if one of my old classmates shows a group picture around, someone might ask, who's that? And the classmate would answer, that was Toswiah. She just disappeared one day. Weird, huh? Mama says the lies we're forced to tell are God's will. She believes God sent his witnesses to our door that morning for a reason. He knew I'd need them, she says. Mama wraps her arms around God's legs. Anna says, I guess she figures she'll drag her to a better place. These days, Mama prays and prays. One day, the end is going to come, she says. I don't tell her it came a long time ago. Put your feet down on my old floors in Denver and keep walking. See the pictures of the four of us, Mama, Daddy, me, and Cameron, smiling. Those are cool names, I say, Cameron and Toswiah. If you want, you can have them. They don't belong to us anymore. Take the gray carpeted stairs 2 at a time, the way me and my sister used to do. See the spots at the top of the stairs that's flattened? Matt, cat, used to sleep there because the sun came through the skylight and shined right on him. Listen, can you hear him purring? Go to the right and you're in my room. Pretty plain. The room smells of pencil shavings. The stack of journals that I've kept since I was old enough to write haven't yet been destroyed. Open the top one to the last page. They don't know how I hear them talking late at night when they think me and Cameron are asleep. Daddy says Mr. Dennis and Mr. Randall killed that boy. He wants to be a witness to it, break the blue wall of silence. That's what he calls it. I never thought of silence that way, blue. A whole wall of it, like a swimming pool gone wrong, like blue gelato ices that me and Lulu scrape with wooden spoons. Eat till our lips and our tongues are dark blue black as aliens or dead people's. The letters and birthday cards, monogram tiles, and the toys we played with when we were kids. The green sweater with Tossie knitted into it in yellow letters. The Tossie T baseball cap I used to wear backward. Thank TGIF. Toswiah Green is fabulous on a pillowcase. A gift from Lulu for my 12th birthday. Gone, gone, gone. Keep walking down the long carpeted hall into Cameron's girly pink room with its frilled white curtains and huge girl power poster on the ceiling. In the corner of the left window, you'll find a heart painted bright red with black magic marked arrow through it, and the letters C and J, Joseph, the boy she used to love. These are the things we left behind. When they sell our house, the new people will ask, who used to live here? And the realtor will give them someone else's name. She will say, it was a nice single man, I hear. Or maybe she'll say, a young couple, I think. No kids of their own, but lots of nieces and nephews often coming to visit. They won't ask what their bedroom at the end of the hall is painted pink and still smells of Cameron's Love's Baby soft perfume. The journals on my desk will be long gone, so the wife won't pick one up and flip through it. Won't say to her husband, honey, listen to this. My name is Evie now, and here is Evie's story. She grew up in San Francisco, pine off of De Versado, kind of the border between Pacific Heights and Western Addition. Yeah, of course she knows where the Golden Gate Park is. She used to go there all the time. Did you ever see the two-headed snake at the Exploratorium? Did you ever go to the pork store restaurant? Yeah, Evie loves shopping in the Height too. They have the coolest clothes over there. But you know what she really misses? Gardales at the Wardolph and good sourdough bread and clam chowder. Don't you?